We all know the Galactic Star Cruiser is doomed to crash. Can it be saved? Hey everybody, this is Tom with Tom's Talk Show, and today we're talking about the Galactic Star Cruiser. I've moved all these different videos that are not technology based from my technology channel over here to this one that is more just talking whatever I want to talk about, which seemed to make more sense to keep it kind of separated. So here we go. We're talking about the Galactic Star Cruiser. Now, many of us know that, watching videos and keeping track of this thing, that they've reduced it to half booking. So there's 100 rooms, instead of booking the 100 rooms, they're only booking 50 of the rooms at most, and that's at most. I mean, it could be less. We don't know. They could be really shrinking it down to maybe 25 rooms, or 40 rooms. We don't know that. We do know that here in March, there's a couple days that are blocked out. I think that's because it's too late to book those days. But if we go to April, fully open, anybody can book. May, only one weekend there, one booking that's done. Then we get into June, fully open. July, there's some ones in the middle. Now we don't know. What we don't know about this is they've started to do, and this will become evident later on as we get to August and September, now October. Now this is all blocked out in the middle of October, and there's some single days here that are just oddities. Why are those single days? Thought you couldn't do that. So I thought it had to be, the 1, 2, 3, days in the booking. But here they've blocked out the middles, the 3 middles of the month in the week. So what they're doing, obviously, is they're just not booking anything, right? There's no rooms available. They've moved you off. I've heard reports of people getting, emails that they need to move, to a different weekend, different day, because they're just not doing any cruises supposedly on those days. So, and it's similar. November is similar scenario, and December is the farthest out they go is the same. So basically this is signaling the end of the Galactic Star Cruiser. I mean, you cannot have, so in December, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 11 bookings in December, where here we would, I think normally, since it's 3, it makes it very odd because that's not even. So they even shifted around so that these people cover the Friday, Saturday, and these people cover the Sunday, Monday. So, earlier in different months, see here, we've got this staggered thing to where it's, they're filling in all of the days of the week. And since there's 7 days, the cruises are essentially 2 days. You got 1 day that you're kind of going on and off, this staggered thing. So they're removing that. They're actually going away from the staggered. They're going to just covering the weekends and maybe a couple of middle of the weeks here. So this is weekends. This is where they're doing their shift, right? So here we had to bump a day, and there we're bumping a day. Now we've got only weekends that they're booking. So that means and for some reason they must have not had enough people switch off of this 21st day in November. That's probably right before Thanksgiving. So, they added that one there. But, December, it's fairly clear. And they're doing a December one. I guess you can do, Christmas on the Starliner. But, of course, that is not full at all. So they're doing this. They're shifting it so it's only basically going to be the weekends, maybe a few oddities here and there, but just the weekends. You're either going to get the Friday, Saturday, or you're going to get the Sunday, Monday. So, yeah, not good at all. So can this be saved? What can we do? Number one, I think what Disney's going to have to do, of course, is stop this whole cruise line thing and make it just a regular hotel. Right? I mean, people are going to stop. People are running out of money. The economy is garbage. People are not going to be able to spend $6,000, or even just two people spending $1,200 a piece, they're just not going to be able to do that. It's just not going to happen forever. Plus, I mean, the reviews, ratings, and things of this place are just, the food, the being bad, and all that. I don't want to go, and I want to have, an actual adventure, right? And maybe that's the good thing about there being fewer people booked into the hotel. But ideally, some people, there's different levels, right? This is the thing. There are different people who want to have different levels of experience, right? Some people, like Disney has hotels that have rooms that are dressed up and designed inside like pirate ships. Like there's the headboard is a pirate thing. There's at the Disney hotel, there's pixie rooms and things like that, that are just like general rooms with a theme inside. So why can't they do that here? So they have a level where it's just, you're just staying at the hotel, you're staying at a Star Wars, kind of hotel. You can leave all the stores open. You can leave the restaurant open for where anybody wants to go and do that, and change that to just like you need a reservation at the dining room. Change it from like a buffet to actually meals that everybody that goes there, wants. Then of course you have to have very allergy friendly food because we're a very allergy food kind of people. But then you can have them, okay, if you want to do this kind of Star Wars adventure that takes you from the ship over to Galaxy's Edge, does a few things, have stormtroopers follow you around, have different things happen, get to meet with Kylo Ren and have him do something that's exciting, an actual adventure, then have people be able to pay up for that experience. And then the one thing that as I was thinking, we were driving home today from doing a few store things, I'm thinking, wait a minute. So we have the Galaxy, the hotel, right? And then people come in, they park their cars, and then when they leave, I think it's on this side, they take the little shuttle and they go, the panel van, that's whatever, I don't know if they go over here or something and park, and then they switch and whatever. Why? This would change nothing for the hotel, right? I mean, why couldn't we take and build another building over here, right here, and call this building the Death Star, right? I mean, you're going to have to, if you want people to come back, you're definitely going to have to start putting in and building in original trilogy characters. You just have to. You can't, if you want it to survive, you're going to have to do that. And if we build a building over here that says that it's the Death Star, right? You've got space. I mean, Disney has like tons of space over here to build some building that's the Death Star. And this is going to be a special thing. Only if you're staying at the hotel, you can book this experience, right? So while you take an excursion, you go out and you're in Galaxy's Edge. And you're flagged as a rebel, okay? And then Darth Vader, a couple of stormtroopers. If you don't want Darth Vader, you can do a Kylo Ren and a few troopers, but most people I think would want Darth Vader. So Darth Vader takes you, and then you have a different shuttle that takes you from here, takes you over here, takes you to this over here to the Death Star. Okay, so now you're in your experience. So you get into the Death Star, right? And they lock you in a cell block. So they can do this in groups. You can have a group of 4 groups would be ideal, because then you have a little Death Star hall, just like in, the first movie, where they go and they lock you into these rooms in the Death Star. And now it becomes a Star Wars themed escape room. So you have things inside that room that you have to do, that you have to figure out to open the gate to the trash compactor, right? So now you go down the hall. That's obviously down a ramp down to a trash compactor. And once you get down into the trash compactor, then it starts making noise like it's closing, and they can have the walls vibrate in and out like it's closing. And you have to figure out things there in order to get out of the trash compactor into the hallway. Then once you're in the hallway, then you have to find the route over to the shuttle. And then at that point, you have a different shuttle waiting that helps you escape and takes you back to the hotel. So that would just be, amazing that, maybe once you get out to the hall, you have stormtroopers that chase you, kind of thing. I mean, slowly chase you, not, just like they can say halt, and then you have to go the other way. It's not going to be, super intense, but at least something, right? So, but this building could be built outside of, the whole current experience, right? You just have to have a path for your panel van shuttle to take you to, the Death Star. And then you can have a special panel van shuttle that's designed inside differently than, the other shuttle, so that it looks more like it's an Imperial, shuttle of some kind that takes you over to the Death Star because you've been captured by the Empire. And as you get in there, you go through the shuttle bay, and then they take you up to the stairway, and then they lock you in the, similar to the Rise of the Resistance ride. But this time it's like you're not waiting for the story to open the door. You have to actually find out how to open the door. You actually have to find the clues, turn the knobs, hit buttons, switches, whatever it is, with a time limit. Like you can, if after 30 minutes you haven't opened, the chute to the garbage chute, then, something starts blinking on the wall that says push me, right? I mean, it gives people a way out, after a certain amount of time. But then, once you get in the garbage chute, things start happening down there. And you can have a little creature pop up, have it, they have those tanks and stuff that's in Galaxy's Edge that has a little eye that comes up and looks around. You can have tank on the side that does that comes up and does. It would just be amazing. It would be completely and totally amazing. Then you get out and, try and find your way, have a small maze of a few, hallways and stuff that get you back to the shuttle area. Then once you're back to the shuttle area, then it just becomes a waiting for the, you hit a button and then they know to come and pick you up for, because you're done with your escape room, sequence stuff. I mean, there could be more, there could be a third room or something in there, as you go. Maybe you have to deactivate the shield, so you have to go find all the levers that you have to do, like Obi-Wan did when they were trying to escape the Death Star, because that you have to do that in order for the shuttle to leave. You have to, disable the tractor beam and all that, all those kinds of things. I mean, that would like save this thing, right? I mean, the people would be just, so it's a normal hotel, but you want to pay $300 a person or whatever for this extra experience. I mean, you'd get the hotel, but you have to be a guest at the hotel in order to do the experience, then that would just be crazy. And that way, even if now you're just booking the hotel as a regular hotel, then you can have people who stay, the whole week, right? Some people want to do, that's the whole thing. Some people want to just immerse themselves in it. Some people just, let's stay a couple nights at the, the Star Wars hotel. Then we'll go stay a couple of nights here, whatever. I mean, I would love to just go stay at the hotel and not deal with, the rest of it and the outrageous pricing, right? I mean, if it were, a lot of people I think would want to stay, if it were like, $300 a night, get a group of 4 and go. I mean, that place would be, with no experience, that's fine. I'll still take the shuttle over to Galaxy's Edge to get you into the park, then that would just, that thing would be booked. It would just be packed. But that, I'm sure that is all coming, but I think my Death Star idea, I think, is definitely an amazing thing that you could do as an add-on to this, and definitely bring back, your original trilogy characters for sure. So, all right. What do you think of my idea? Is it good? Is it bad? Would you jump on this escape room idea and go and just book today, right? They have this Death Star escape room, and, you could do that. Would you book it right away? I think if it were just the hotel cost and then you book this extra escape room thing, I would be 100% for that. That would just be completely amazing. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my talk show channel, and we'll catch you later. See you.